candidates should be thanked for having taken the time to come in. Always do. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. You got a nice suit. Nice tie, Joe. You always do that. Always find something nice to say. Don't make it up, but there's always something nice to say about everybody. There's always something. Just look for it and just use it. And then let him feel good, you know, because the guy has dressed up, or the lady has dressed up, gotten up, although they're looking for work, but they still have done it. Okay? Alright, completed CV envelopes must be mailed in to Croydon, to Sophia at the address. All CV packs must be stapled. Always put the I form on the bottom. I always need the H cards on top. Some people are giving us CVs on top, CVs on the bottom, and it's easy, just put the H cards on top. All paperwork should be stapled, not paper clips. H cards will be accepted with, no, H cards will not be accepted. It should be will not be accepted without an accompanying CV. Okay? Alright, please do not write any bias or subjective notes on any paperwork as they're subpoenable. Please make sure that interviews are held in a confidential setting where no one can overhear your questions or the candidate's answers. Please ensure that you spell check all emails going out to the candidate to ensure quality. Please use only black or blue ink on all paperwork. All CV envelopes must be mailed in no later than the next business morning, as we need to reconfirm the second interviews within 48 hours of 4 days. Now, you're booking the second interview. You have to. That doesn't mean there will be one. If the candidate is not suitable, there will not be a second interview. But we would tell him that, and then he would cancel the date in his diary. But of course, if we're canceling his date, the sooner we let him know, the better. So these things need to be put in the mail to us immediately that day or the next day. You're finishing around 5 o'clock. You should be able to staple them and put everything in the post that night. If not, do it first thing in the morning. Okay? All candidates will be required to work with 2 references at the time of the interview, made up of a combination of an employment reference plus an educational reference or 2 employment references. Note, if a candidate fails to work with requested references, proceed to conduct the interview and request that the references be brought in at the second interview. That's not a problem. Please note that in order to ensure maximum turnout at your interviews, email confirmations should be sent at least 48 hours in advance. That's the email confirmation. You booked the interview, now you want to confirm it 48 hours in advance. Yes, we give you the template, you just use the template and send it out to them. All you do is fill in the name, all you do is fill in the date, the time, and the name, and the venue. That's all. Okay? Please do not send emails after 7 p.m. because if you're expecting somebody to respond or to be notified or to take in some information in your email and you've done it after 7, the chances are not very good. They generally have already checked their email and get ready for bed. Please ensure that you verify all emails have gone through without bounces. You know how you send an email, sometimes it's not the right place, it'll bounce on you. Try to do that, will you? And clear those up. Now, I want to tell you one thing. If an email bounces and you check the email address we've got and it doesn't work, don't call the candidate. Okay? We don't beg people, you know. If there is a bounce, please attempt to resend it using only the address on the CV. Do not call the candidate to furnish a new email address. If his email address on the CV is not correct, we're done with it. Okay? We're not interested. If an email is sent, please follow it up with a text. SR1 is our standard text, confirming your interview appointment for Thursday at 10 o'clock at address, and you put RTC or whatever the client is. That's a standard text that's going to be on your phone. You just forward it every time. Okay? So now what we've done, you've made a call, you've confirmed by email, you've texted, that the appointment's set. 24. Please attach a map of your interview location to all interview confirmations so as to reduce candidate frustration. Please quote your RTC mobile number in all emails and ensure that you have that mobile phone with you, fully charged, with a fully charged battery and a charger the day of the interview. The Regus offices always have places for you to charge your phone. Make sure you have a charged phone. Please check your RTC phone for any missed calls the morning of interview day. since interviews require a lot of talking, it's not a bad idea to keep some chewing gum handy. You can't chew during an interview, but it's always very important, because you're going to be talking a lot, to ensure that you're up. If you're interviewing in a building with foreign security, when I say foreign security, I mean you've got a security officer downstairs and you're on the 4th floor, and you have another Regus reception on that floor, you need to liaise with the people downstairs so your candidates won't get frustrated downstairs. Now, whenever you book Regus offices with the silver cards, right, which are the office cards, you see these? Whenever you use these silver ones, like this, these are the half-day office ones, your name will appear on a list. So when you always book in the name of RTC. Always keep it consistent. Even if you don't work for us, it's still, whatever name we give you, that's what you book in. Remember, you've got the overview sheet. You've got a card for that week. You're calling in the 800 number with your number to book your space. Remember the name. You can tell the girl, this week it's for that company. Yeah, you have my details. Yeah, no problem, but no, don't put that on the manifesto. It's this company. That way you allow consistency. Because people are going to come in with their phones. They come like this. That's why the candidates come, right to the desk. They come with the email. You sent them, I'm looking for this company. You follow? And the lady immediately starts flipping and she'd say, I don't know. You sure you have the right address? Oh no, that's exactly what happens. Because you booked it under your regular company name or your name. And of course, always tell the candidate who they will be asking for. On the template, you put your name there. So if the company is off, at least the name is there. They always come with the phones and they show it to them right away. It may not be a bad idea to talk to the receptionist and everybody, security and everybody. Especially, always, you can never over communicate. Now, if you're using the gold cards and you're using the lounge area, all right, which you can do for interviews, okay? There is no manifesto, there's no name. So they come to the desk. So if you ever use the gold cards, you need 2, okay? Because you need one to let yourself in and one for them, okay? There is no list that's given. So you don't really have to worry about it, but you do have to look out for your candidates coming in. But if you have somebody coming at 2 o'clock, you have to look out for them at reception, because they're going to come there, they don't have the cards, right? So they can't come in. Now what I normally do is I tell reception, look, this is for me. She swipes it, and I say, this is for all the people I bring in. She swipes that. Now the way it works, in all of these cards, you can only have one person in with you at a time. Okay, so if you swipe one for you and one for everybody, you just have to make sure one person goes out first on this one, and then you bring the next one in.
The training was really nice. Yeah, now it's clarified absolutely everything what we have to do, because from the beginning it's a little bit like missed. Right now it's good. We know a lot. For the training session, the most important thing probably is how to make the phone calls and later on the interview itself, because everything is really nice done, like questions, like what you have to say, what you have to expect, and absolutely everything. It's really nice. Basically we learn because the training was for how to make the interview and the phone call, and we learn it, which is really nice.
So what are your plans with joining RTC?
Oh, the plans are massive. Basically, I want to, let's say, grow the business to the level that I can sell the company for at least £300,000-400,000, and later on we will want to think of something else.
This is my 4th training session, so John's very good at what he does. He's helped me quite a lot, especially in my first interview. So I've just been able to learn from his past experiences and carry that over to my interviews, and personally I think I've done very well, and that's thanks to John. So.